I have been killing myself in school, and so I thought that today would be a great time to just catch you guys up on A, what the heck I am doing with my life, and two, what I want to be doing with my life. So it is a rare occasion that people meet me and I don't end up having a conversation with them about where I'm in school or what I'm doing. And so most of you guys know that I am aspiring to be a dietitian. Now that sounds super easy. When I first got into the college at Alabama of Human Environmental Science, I thought it was just food and nutrition. I thought it was literally gonna be so easy. Like, I am gonna be cooking and like doing that kind of stuff and like helping people with their weight management. Like, oh my God, so much fun. Little did I know what I was gonna be getting into. If you're in a program for food and nutrition and you're aspiring to be a dietitian, you're on the same track as nurses, except for it is a completely separate program, but you still take the same science courses, you still take a lot of the same medical courses, but instead of becoming a registered nurse, you become a registered dietitian. Now, one of the perks about being a registered dietitian is that there's not a lot of you in a hospital, unlike a nurse where you have like 12 people on a floor working at a time. You usually only have about 1 or 2 dietitians in a hospital or in a certain section of a hospital. So like oncology is gonna have a dietitian, pediatrics is gonna have a dietitian, that kind of thing. So it's pretty great because if you're good at it and you get your registration, you're gonna be working and you're gonna be making a lot of money. Downside is it's really freaking hard. Like, one of the hardest things, if not the hardest things that I've ever attempted in my life is to get my degree in food and nutrition. I like to think of myself as a smart cookie, but that's just usually is not gonna cut it. What I mean by when I say I thought I was a smart cookie and now I'm humbled a little bit is, for example, my freshman year, you have to take a couple of what we call weed out classes, which is basically a chance for the program to get the people that think it's what they want to do but don't think they can do it out of the courses. So organic chemistry is one of those classes. Let's just say it like kicked me in the ass, like really hard. I was always good at science in high school and I did really well on my standardized test to get into college. I got a scholarship for school. I have always just been a really smart person, but God really tested my patience and my strength when I didn't pass organic chemistry. There were 300 people that started out in the class and there were, I believe, about 75 people that finished because over 225 people decided to drop the class because it was that hard. I stuck with it and I probably should have dropped because I didn't get the grade that I needed to be a registered dietitian. So I had to retake the course, which was really hard on me. I just am not the kind of person that likes failure. I don't do well with, not succeeding in something that I try in. And I think that God really taught me that it's okay to get knocked down and then have to get back up again, force yourself up, even if it's not what you want to do, even if you're upset and you're emotional and you don't think you can do it. Like, those times when you get knocked down are the times that God is testing you to see if you will get back up and if you'll keep trying and if you'll keep going for your goal. And most of the time, those people that get back up and they keep trying no matter what, no matter how many times they get hit, are the people that are going to be most successful. And this was the first time in my life where I really got knocked down really hard and I didn't get what I wanted out of something. I know that that's not the case for a lot of people. I'm really grateful that I grew up in a really positive environment where, anything was possible. But in college, it really tested me, my patience and my willingness and determination to keep going. And I think that a testament to that is that I still really love the work that I put in. If you're in college right now, or if you're thinking about going to college and you don't really have a clue of what you want to do, or you don't see yourself in any specific career, you need to double check if college is the right choice for you. It's not always the right choice. Jordan is a great example of somebody who is genius and could very much have finished his undergrad and gone on to get his medical degree and be a doctor. Like he that was his goal before he really decided to put everything aside and focus on acting and entertainment. And he's doing great and he loves what he does. If it's something that you don't love to do, if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to go to work or you don't want to go to school and you don't see the long-term outcome being something positive in your life, then you really need to think about if you should be doing it. Because I'm busting my ass right now to get through school, knowing that I'm going to have another couple years to get through my master's and then do my dietetic internship. And I'm okay with that because I know that dietetics is the field that God has called me to. So that's kind of just like an overview of the last 3 years of my life, really. I mean, the organic chemistry was just one example of so many times I have overestimated myself and been knocked down and had to get back up. For example, this week in particular has just been a really shitty week. I got a parking ticket, I got a speeding ticket, I didn't do well on a project that I wanted to do well on. I have some upcoming tests that are really on my mind that I haven't quite studied for yet. I have this video that I wanted to make. I missed last week's video. The stress continues to pile, and it will continue to pile for the rest of my life. And that will just change into different things, whether it be going into my master's, moving out of Alabama, marrying my husband and having children and taking care of them and being the best mom and the best human in society that I can possibly be. That's going to continue. The stress is going to build, and this is just really those first couple years that you get to experience it. It's never going to really lighten up, but it's how you respond to it and how you get back up that is the testament of success, in my opinion. I just want to talk to you guys about what my plans are for the next couple years, knowing that it may not happen. Like, they're so not concrete, but I am such a dreamer and I am such a planner that I like to think about what could happen, and I have those dreams, and those are the things that really motivate me. I wouldn't say that like money necessarily motivates me, or the idea of success in someone else's eyes, but the idea of getting up in the morning and going to do a job that helps people and that gives back to a society and a community, and I feel complete doing, is something that's super important for me. And so in December of 2019, which is going to be coming up around the corner, I will be graduating from my undergrad program at the University of Alabama. That is the plan. I'm taking 18 hours of classes right now. I'm going to be taking 12 hours over the summer, and then I'm going to be applying for master programs in the fall. I'm going to be applying for dietetic internships in the fall. And basically, if you don't really know what it is that I'm talking about, your master's program is the higher education, the next level of education that you can take after finishing your first 4 years of college or your undergrad years. And then from master's, if I decide to continue my education, I will get my PhD in nutrition, or whatever that looks like. I don't see myself doing that right now. School's hard. It's a lot, and I just don't see a passion for me and that route. I would do my master's program along with my dietetic internship. And if you don't know what a dietetic internship is, they come in a couple of different forms. It's basically what you do. It's like a clinical after your undergrad is finished, or while you're finishing your undergrad. It basically is the hands-on practicum that we do as a college, as a career, to really make sure that we know how to take care of the patients that we're going to be having in the future. I mean, I could sit down and talk about a patient with dysphagia and all of the levels of nutrition that they require. I can talk about it all day, but unless I really meet a patient that's going through it and see, how they're dealing with it, and really have the compassion and empathy to to help them. I'm not going to be able to do the job that I want to do. And so it's super important for me to find the right program to do my dietetic internship with. And I'm looking at a couple different places. A lot of them are going to be in New York. I'm just ready to get out of Alabama. I love being raised here and living my young adult life here, but it's time for me to go very soon. I'm looking at LA as well. I love it so much, and I can just see myself truly thriving there, not only as a mom and as a wife and as a friend, but in my career. There's a lot of options and opportunities for me to work with the target audience that I want to work with, which is kids and teens dealing with eating disorders or low-income families, poverty communities. There's a really great program that I worked with in Los Angeles called Share Meal, and I would love to work with them again. Point being, I want to be more community nutrition and education than clinical, like in a hospital 100% of my time. You know, when you're in the hospital and you're on your deathbed or you're about to go in for a surgery, that's pretty high tense, high stress situations. And so I just see myself working better with clients that I can really sit with and get to know over time and not feel rushed and be able to be a part of their lives more than just in the hospital. I see myself doing that there, and you know, maybe one day that end goal is going to be to open up my own practice or to start a nonprofit for impoverished or the homeless community of Los Angeles. I really just have a passion for those two specific target audiences. The entire point of this video is that I'm making this video in a very high stress time of my life, and this week in particular with a lot of personal things going on that I don't really feel comfortable talking about, but just knowing that I'm taking a moment to tell you that you need to find something that you're passionate about. And that's really just the truth behind any career that somebody loves, is that passion. You can make, 7 figures a year, 8 figures a year, and hate your job, but have all the money in the world. Or you can not make any money, and all of that success is on the inside because you can feel it by the amount of joy and the amount of yourself that you give to other people through that work. Hopefully you feel a little closer to me. I feel definitely closer to my audience. You guys that are watching, it feels good to talk about something that I'm passionate about, and I certainly hope that you can find the same thing for yourself. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for missing last Thursday. I am here this Thursday and I will be back next Thursday. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to seeing you guys next Thursday, and I will talk to you later. Bye.